Welcome, Gemini, to the quantum frequency for divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today is August 6, 2019, and I'm conducting a reading for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, I apologize for the delay here. I've had my architecture business got a little bit busy over the last couple of weeks, so I apologize again for the delay. However, I do thank you very much if you guys have subscribed to my channel, okay? You've helped me reach over 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. This has been an absolutely exciting milestone here for me, Gemini. So another thing too, I've opened up for personal readings. Okay, my information for that is down below the video. Okay, go check it out. My current turnaround time is within the next business day, okay, for anybody who's looking for personal readings here. Okay, so Gemini, let's get started. What is going on with you? Recently, there has been a relationship, okay, where, okay, just bear with me here. This relationship received a false start is what I'm hearing, okay? So you met somebody, okay, probably fell deeply in love with them, okay? You may have taken a leap of faith with that, okay, because the Fool card is here. And it goes from playfulness and true love to forgiving and learning and unrequited love here, okay? So this kind of false start that happened was so it's kind of hit by the Knight of Wands energy, okay? And the Knight of Wands, he's not really the settled down type. He's really very focused on work, okay? And he's really not focused on love, okay, is what I'm hearing. And the Five of Swords, so you could have been dealing with somebody who had a very, very high ego. Very high ego, okay, but it's here with the Queen of Cups, okay? So Gemini, you as the female here, especially with the Ace of Cups, it really, you fell pretty hard, I would think, for this person. Like, you really believed that this person was like your true love, okay, like the romance of a lifetime. And it kind of got you, like, you made a big investment on this love situation here, okay? And you're looking at that now as okay, this is an unrequited love situation here, okay? And it's like unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, okay? So, you're wanting to end the soul contract with this person is what I'm hearing here, okay? Because it's like, and why I'm saying false start, because I have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do, okay? So this was a soulmate connection, okay? Or somebody that you felt, kind of at the bottom of your soul was a true love situation here, okay? And the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, okay? This is one of 3 cards in the Work Your Light Oracle that talk about Muhammad, the prophet in the mountains, okay? And this is in the cave of darkness, okay? So as he's in the cave, and this is where the prophecies are formed, okay? Out of darkness, okay? Out of deep thought, okay? So it's almost like the sense of shadow work in a sense, okay? Now, what this card is actually showing me here, though, in this false start, it's like, okay, Gemini, whoever you're dealing with, now this could be you, I don't know, but whoever you're dealing with, okay, heard the call, okay? So they felt that soul vibration that you did. Okay, this was not unrequited in the beginning. This was an equality thing. Okay, so both partners here felt this way. Both partners felt this way. Now, this could be true in a relationship may have recently broken up as well. It could be part of this. Gemini is what I'm hearing. And in the beginning, it was really happy. It was really playful. The two of you guys really worked together. And then all of a sudden came to a point where you realized here that you guys really weren't getting along, right? The Five of Swords can be harsh words. So there could be fights, mean communications. What I'm hearing here is somebody liked to drink as well, and became a little bit maybe more aggressive, or the Five of Swords talks about victim and victimizer. So it's kind of a bit of both. Like, they may have been outwardly is a certain way towards you, but at the same time too, inwardly feeling as though they're being attacked or judged harshly as well, right? Like, this is the Queen of Cups, right? This is this partnership went very deep. Okay, so it's possible that you were already in this partnership, and this could be in a marriage as well, too, is what I'm hearing. Um, but again, it's like this, you're the sole partner, right? And what you guys have lost along the way in this playfulness energy here, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Things got things went too far, is what I'm hearing. Things went too far. So along the way, Gemini, um, you got so caught up in doing life with this person that you kind of you forgot what it was that sort of brought you guys together in the first place here. So it's kind of talking about really trying to find a place where you guys can recapture that, right? Because it's like, but it's hard, Gemini. You're one foot in the bucket of working this out, and you're on another, and you're like, your other foot is in the bucket of just leaving, just up and leaving is kind of what I'm hearing, and not really caring, and just, okay, you know what, that's it, I'm done, right? Igniting this sort of Knight of Wands energy inside of you, which is like up and go, right? And the Knight of Wands can often depict of moving or relocating as well. So this could be something that you're really considering doing because of this situation where it's like, this is unrequited love, or it's like, it's feeling like it's unrequited love. And honestly, you can't help but ask yourself, how did we get here? How did we get here? Um, this person that you're dealing with, okay, um, they didn't change. They didn't change. It's like they've really, like, they've continued to be the same person. Of course, newer versions of themselves along the way. That's not disputed, okay? But they're really like, this is who they were when you met them. Like, you, everything that's happening now, you knew this about them. But you're like, why am I feeling this way about it now? Right? Is kind of what's coming up here. And the Fool, okay, which is, again, talks about new beginnings. Could also talk about conception of a child as well. Excuse me, but in this new beginning, in this Fool energy, there's almost the sense of like, how do I restart now? How do I restart now? I don't know why I'm picking up on that, right? But it's like you invested so much in this true love that it's like, how can I move past this? And forgiving and learning. Okay, forgiving and learning. First off, Gemini, you have to be really willing to hear the other person out. Sometimes you aren't. Sometimes you just kind of close it off, and you don't remain open-minded to it. You kind of close yourself off. This person that you're dealing with needs emotional support, Gemini, and you're reading as somebody who's really non-emotional. The King of Swords is here. So Gemini, male or female, this is the absolute top of your game. This is the best that you're ever going to be, okay? And you've mastered your emotions. Gemini, you've had a very difficult, very, very difficult path is what I'm hearing, okay? And the Knight of Wands is kind of affirming that for me. So you've been through a lot. You've seen a lot of things that no child should have to see, okay? No, like this sort of thing, okay? So because of that, it's formulated this real emotional strength in you, okay? You've created a barrier between you and your emotions. And the person that you're currently dealing with has not. They do not have that mastery that you do, okay? And they kind of lean on you a little bit for it, okay? And the thing is, Gemini, you provided that for them, okay, at a certain point in their life. And that's why I'm saying, like, there's this real question of how did we get here? Why are we here? Why is this bugging me now? Why can't I handle this the same way? Like, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love, okay? But you see all the clouds in this card, okay? So things are foggy, right? Like, it's not really like making sense. You're trying to hone in on it, and you're trying to figure out what it is. Because Gemini, you have the mentality of, I can fix this, I can fix this, I can do this, right? You don't stop to think about it. You really don't give yourself a minute. And I think that's part of the reason why this person is the way that they are. Like, it's like you haven't stopped. You haven't stopped, right? And because you've been so busy trying to do what it is that you're trying to achieve, okay? Because it's like, look, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So this is talking to me a lot about Like, and the gold moon, the gold sun, the gold moon is here. So it's just really talking to me about, again, you guys have this eye on the prize. So you guys are trying to build something, you guys are trying to make something, and it has to do with money. Okay, it has to do with money, but it's not the primary focus. It's really, it's the end result. Okay, it's the end result, but really you're just trying to build yourself somewhere where you're free, somewhere where you're happy, somewhere where it's like, you know, you can kind of come and go as you please and do the things that you want to do without having to explain anything to anybody, is kind of what I'm hearing. Because in the Five of Swords energy, it's like I feel like people have been kind of demanding of you to like explain yourself or explain what you mean, explain what you want. You like, Gemini, you find yourself repeating yourself very often here, is what I'm hearing. And yet it's still not being heard, right? So you're frustrated, and this is not just in any sort of relationship or whatever this is that you're dealing with. In your environment in general, you are constantly saying the same things over and over and over right now. And like, you're like, fuck, can I speak louder to you? You know, this sort of energy, right? So it's like, and you're like, okay, you're almost at the point now. Because it's like, you see this man here and how he's like closed lips, okay? And in the King of Swords, like closed lips as well. I'm getting, what I'm hearing from this Gemini is like, I'm better off to just not open my mouth at all, is what I'm hearing, okay? Because it's like, it, yeah, it's frustrating you, is what I'm hearing. It's frustrating you. Gemini, some of you guys are looking at other options in love, okay? Or like looking around to see, okay, what else is available to you or who else is available to you, to try to distract you from everything. Okay, so some of you guys could be like trying to date, but it's very casual dating. Okay, like you don't want anything serious right now because this situation is still unfolding. Yeah, this situation's still unfolding. So until it's resolved, or and even if it's like you guys have just recently dealt with a breakup, if you guys have recently dealt with a breakup, yeah, then what it's kind of saying is that you're not ready to get back up on that horse quite yet here, okay? The Four of Cups as well, which was on the bottom of the deck and almost like refused to come out. So it's kind of indicating to me that like, if you guys have love, or if you guys are looking around at different love options right now, it's really like nothing has caught your attention, right? Like you see this big shiny Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups here. Like we're looking at the Three of Cups, like aye. And it's like, where's the Ace of Cups? And it's like, okay, we're holding out for that big opportunity here. But at the same time, too, Gemini, sometimes that hurts you too. Sometimes you guys let good opportunities pass you by in love because they're not the big shiny package that you had kind of initially hoped for, or thought, or have in your mind the vision of the person that you're supposed to be with here. So Gemini, there's just some frustration in trying to work through this. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, interesting. So Justice in the reverse and the Nine of Wands in the reverse here. Okay, so when I read my cards, I don't do reversed readings. However, if they do come out as reversed, I do take them as that. So there's been some sort of injustice here that has happened. The Nine of Wands, he talks to me about the wounded warrior, okay, who's built some sort of protective wall around him. He's getting ready to kind of go up here at it again. But at the same time, too, he's not really like you're not willing to move forward without legal protection in some regards. Okay, so some of you guys, there could have been a legal issue that has recently come up, so you guys are going to be needing to speak with a lawyer about that. Somebody could have been arrested as well. I'm like kind of dealing with that, moving forward in that direction and trying to figure out like a legal strategy type thing. But you don't really want anything to do with a Gemini. You're more or less like, look, I just need to keep on focusing on me right now and this and what it is that I'm trying to build. Like, I don't have time for this fucking bullshit. Get it over with, right? Like, I'm getting this, like, there's a shortness, Gemini. Like, and because you are so frustrated with everybody, this is work, this is home, this is family, this is everything. Like, you are neck deep in it and you're like, fucking enough. Gemini, some of you guys are actually going to be taking off for a short amount of time here, on a short vacation, probably by yourself, like a retreat, to say, hey, look, I'm going fishing for the weekend, or I'm going on a shopping trip for the weekend, like whatever it is that Gemini, you do that satisfies you. It's kind of time to take the time out to do that. But listen here, the Six of Pentacles is out here. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. With the Ace of Wands here, okay, so this passionate new beginning, everything that you're doing, okay, in regards to what it is that you're trying to build here, this empire that you're trying to build, okay, is going to be a success. I do have the Empress here as well, okay? She builds empires with her emperor, of course, okay? So, you guys, there's going to be some sort of reunion in a relationship as well. This is going to come back together. Healing is going to be brought to this situation here, is what I'm hearing, okay? And we're going to be reviving this true love. What this was is going to be revived, okay? Now, this doesn't always mean like a coming back together with this partner, okay? This can mean like, okay, you've rejuvenated within yourself what true love is to you, right? When you go through unrequited love, okay, and when it finally hits you that it's unrequited love, it kind of gives you that sensation that all of a sudden now you are aware more of what true love is and what it means to you, because you're not really willing to tolerate things, okay, the same way that you were. The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords, I'm not tolerating this bullshit anymore, is what this is, okay? Like, I've had enough. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. The Ten of Wands. You guys could be dealing with a fire sign. I have a lot of Wands energy here, especially the Knight of Wands. Okay, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius could be in your environment here. Could also be a Libra. Could also be a Libra here, but I do have the Magician. All signs are on the table here, okay? So, and again, going back to this, the Six of Cups with the Ace of Wands, assuring that like things are going to be successful, okay? It's because of your own contributions, what it is that you do that helps forward this along, okay? The Magician, it's like, and like I said, like you're not stopping for this. The Seven of Swords, be careful, okay? Be careful. Now, the reason why I say this is this card often comes up for me personally, and I talk fast, I write fast, I do everything fast, okay? And sometimes I kind of trip up along the way. Like I forget something silly because I went so fast doing it, something like that, okay? So this is talking about really like, be careful about taking on too much, Gemini. Pace yourself, right? A life's work, not a season. So don't feel as though you need to get everything done in such a short amount of time, because you're gonna go crazy. Like this issue that's coming up for you right now continues to come up. Okay, continues to come up. So every so often this issue reappears. And the reason why it's doing that is because the universe wants you to take the time to work on this, okay? Like I said, you've gone through something, and actually a lot of things, okay, that most people, I shouldn't say most people, everybody goes through this in different ways, I guess. But like the specific trauma that you've been dealing with as from that you've been holding on to since you were a child, that never should have been done to you, or that you never should have seen, you never should have been witness to, something like that, okay? You haven't healed that within you, okay? You've been holding on to it for too long, okay? And it's time to let that go, okay? And it's like with the Queen of Cups here, you see how she has her garment draped over her heart space, okay? It's kind of time to like to pull back the drapes here and reveal it, and get to the real, like the real nitty gritty, the real nitty gritty of what it is deep down that's not working for you, right? And ultimately, you're going to come to realize that it has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing, right? Because again, this playfulness energy, okay? This didn't really bug you before, but now all of a sudden it does, right? So like, but what you're realizing is that like you are becoming a more like a more mature version of yourself. That's for sure. Like you're more mature. You're more willing to handle things a little bit easier, right? And I think part of that was because of what you went through, you built this wall up around you, right? The Nine of Wands, you've been wounded. You build the wall of wands to kind of protect your heart space from going through it again, okay? And you did that for so long, okay? And it got you so far. But now you're at the point where it's like, okay, you know what? I think I might be ready to start taking down these wands one by one, right? Because it's like the load is too much. The load is way, way too much, right? And this is actually going to bring you further success on your path, believe it or not, just for you to take a small break, a small breather, just to put your head together, okay, and come together with the ones around you, the ones who love you, and really work this out, okay, really work this out. And this is an honest heart, like an honest, open-hearted conversation with the family, with everybody around, okay, and finally saying, hey, look, I want to resolve this once and for all. I want to resolve this. I want like, and this is what you're setting out to do here. Okay, so let's get a few more romance angels out for Geminis. But stress, Gemini, your phone is ringing all the time, all the time. Like, take some time and turn that phone off a little bit. You know, just turn it off. And like the quietness and the stillness will bug you a little bit because it's like you really like you like that. You like to be, you like to feel as if you're needed, you're wanted. You want to feel as though you're important. Okay. These are all things that make you feel good deep down inside. Okay. So like I said, like to have the quietness of the phone, not like your phone probably rings every 3 minutes. That's kind of what I want to say. And the quietness would bug you, like the stillness of it. You'd be like, I don't know what to do with this, but it gives you time to think and it gives you time to heal. This is what you need. This is what you need, okay? Because like this forgiving and learning is here. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment, right? So, and the situation, you look at that like, how do I forgive that? I never should have had to go through that. How do I forgive it? Right? But it's like the thing is just let it go. And all of a sudden it's like the Ace of Cups, like you see, once it's cracked open, you can't stop it, right? The key's here, it's been cracked open, it's overflowing, it's abundant, right? But like the thing is holding on to the negative past, okay, regardless of how wrong something was or how bad things were. Holding on to it is not serving you. That's the thing. You have to release it. You have to let it go, right? Unrequited love. I get it. I get it. Especially if you're dealing with a character who, in all intents and purposes, would have been the perfect fucking partner for you. Perfect partner. Um, and really didn't show you kindness, didn't show you character. Uh, yeah, like there's a rejection here almost, is what I'm kind of sensing, right? This person may have even been out acting free because I do have the unbound card. Okay, it's kind of Eight of Swords energy, but they're kind of like acting like they could have been acting like they were single the whole time. You guys were together, right? And you're like, well, wait a minute, right? This sort of thing. But again, like the Six of Wands is here as well. So there's a victory here. There's a victory. Perhaps, Gemini, somebody wants to win you back. Maybe this relationship that or the situation that happened, this person wants to win back your affection. Also, Gemini, there's going to be some public recognition coming through for you, okay? This could be in the form of an award. This could be in the form of, like, as simple as having your picture in the sorry about that, loud car drove by. But like having your picture in the newspaper for some reason or another. So there's going to be public recognition coming through for you, okay? And honestly, like the way that this jockey is dressed, okay, there's a sense of appearances, like okay, keeping up appearances, sort of thing, and not wanting, like, you don't want people to know the whole story, okay? Because like there might be a sense of embarrassment about the whole situation here as well, right? So, okay, now Gemini, I have here, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So some of you guys, after a situation of coming out of unrequited love, you're going to be coming into a situation where there's like an engagement coming, okay, or something like that. And this is going to be in the new relationship, in this next relationship that you're in, okay, falling out of this unrequited love situation. Some of you guys realize the mistakes that you made in these relationships, so you're going to be wanting to commit to this person and kind of buckle down here is what I'm hearing. Okay. And it's like, and it's make the effort. Like you realize, Gemini, where you go wrong in things. And it's not a bad thing. It's like we all kind of do it. And you're like, you're looking to well, ascend beyond that. Okay, first of all, but kind of correct this behavior. Like it's like you're on a path, you're on a journey. Okay, the Knight of Wands, you're on this path, you're on this journey. Some of you guys, this is actually like physical, like trailblazing here, okay? And you're on the path and you're on this journey, and you realize that you can't change things, okay? That's the key to forgiveness, is that I think you can't change things. You can't rewind history. You can't take back what was. So all you can really do is continue to move forward, being the best version of yourself that that you set out to be. And that's really what this is all about. Ultimately is about being the best version of yourself, right? And again, this true love only comes from within. Okay. You can love a partner and you can look at that partner and say, this person's my true love, this person's my life partner. But if you don't have that true love within yourself, okay, then it's not love. Okay, it's not conditional, right? So if you look at your partner and say, okay, you're only my true love if you provide me with this, that, and the other thing, or you're only my true love if you don't do this, that, or the other thing. Now that's not that's conditional love. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is I love you regardless of who you are and what you do or how you do it. Okay, and as soon as you put an expectation on something, it becomes conditional. It's a condition, right? I expect you, for example, no, this could be your partner that you're dealing with as well, but it's like, I expect dinner on the table when I get home. Well, how is that unconditional love? That's like, no, you fucking love me because I cook for you, right? So it's understanding that, right? And understanding what unconditional love is and how to give it and how to receive it. This is what this whole situation has taught you how to give and receive unconditional love, right? Okay. A few more work your light oracles, please. Yeah, see, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is where I'm saying, right? Like if it's not unconditional love, don't go for it. Don't go for it, right? Like don't go for the low hanging fruit, right? Because it's like, okay, I have take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So what was I saying, Gemini? Like you guys are go, 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 go. You don't stop. You don't give yourself a minute to think. You don't give yourself a minute to process. So it is time to do that. But I also have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. Okay, so whatever this is that you're go, 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 go at, okay, why would you stop here for a minute and take something that fits less than what you deserve or less than what it is that you're working for? Okay. And it's like you've been training for this for a lifetime. You're supposed to be the one on the top here, Gemini, right? And some of you guys are physically going through a transformation as well, because I do have the transformation card. But I feel like this could be physical as well. You guys could be going through a weight loss regimen, something to this effect. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well here is what I'm seeing. Specifically a male Scorpio, probably one with dark hair. Okay, so that may mean something to you. It may not. I don't know here. Okay, but Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? This is healing. Lots and lots of healing that's happening here for you, Gemini. Something could be coming up with your mother as well. Okay, so you could be hearing about a health problem, something to that effect as well. Okay, that's could be coming up in the near future. It doesn't feel imminent. It feels eventual. So it could be something like that you're going to be dealing with, something chronic, but not immediate type thing. Okay, so bear in mind that that's coming up here for you. Okay. So my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So this is what I was talking about. Remember how I said that you guys have gone through a childhood that was so difficult. Okay, the past has been so difficult for you, but look at this beautiful blossom. Okay, that comes from these traumatic roots. Okay, so you're really like, and again, it's because you've kept your eye on the prize this whole time, the eye on the prize. And it's like, it's a big one. You have a big goal, a big ambition, like, and give yourself a break, right? Celebrate the small successes along the way. They're there for you too. Okay. The presence of love will always cast out fear, and the universe has my back. You have nothing to fear. Okay. The divine is bringing you on this. And look, and I have Imrama too. Where are you being called to journey to? Imrama talks about the soul's journey. Okay. You're in the right place at the right time. Trust this process. Okay. Trust this process. This is all for your highest good. Gemini, that concludes your reading. I hope the video has resonated with you. If so, like, subscribe, share. Okay. And of course, if you're looking for some personal clarification, then reach out for a personal reading down below. You guys, thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.